Hi guys, today I'm going to do a book haul. It's been a while. I've not really been buying books a lot recently. I've kind of been on not a book buying ban, but I've basically been saying I'm not going to buy books unless they're part of a series I've already started. I don't want to start anymore really, because I keep starting all these series and then losing track of which ones I've actually got to finish and how many books are in each series, and then I'll buy the first one and with a couple of cases it's years until I get to the next one. So it's a bit crazy. I'm kind of forgetting stories, and I'm kind of forgetting about stories that I really wanted to finish at the time but I didn't get around to buying. So everything I have is a sequel, and that's probably going to be the case for a while, at least I hope. I'm going to end up buying loads of new series now I've said this. Let's just crack into it. Where I live, there is discount store after discount store after discount store after Poundland after Poundland after Poundland. So we can get a lot of discount things, and luckily there's a lot of good discount books. So recently I've only got two, but it is a good place to get discount books. The first one is Arise by Tara Hudson, and this is the sequel to Hereafter, which is one of those series where I've read the first one years ago and now I've finally picked up the second one. And I think it's a trilogy, which means there's a third one, and I'm yet to pick that up. And I hope it's not so long between. As you can see, it was only £1. I got this in a shop where everything is £1 or less, and I got the next book from the same place as well. And this is a story about a girl who has come back as a ghost, who, I think this is the girl who was killed at a party. So this is how long it's been. She's called Amelia, yep. And if I remember correctly, she was killed at a party, and she ends up meeting a boy who is about to die and saves his life. This is how bad I am. I'm struggling with plot. But of course they end up falling for each other, and I think they're supposed to reveal what exactly happened to her and to him. I think. Not good. Anyways, I should probably not reread Hereafter, but at least refresh my memory on it. That's Arise. Yeah, the other book that I got from said discount bookstore was Fury from the Mercy series. Luckily I read Exile, which is the second one in this series, very recently. This is the fourth one. I have Muse as well, which is the third one. So I've got the full set of Mercy now, and I can finish the series. This is a story about an angel called Mercy who is sent down to Earth, and she has to keep inhabiting different people's bodies and solving the mysteries of their lives and improving lives as she goes, bringing mercy as she goes. And she doesn't really tend to remember a lot about previous lives, but she's remembering a lot about the life that she had in the first book, and that's continuing on, and she's trying to find another angel who she believes knows all about her past and why she is put in the fate of being in different bodies so often, why she can't just be herself. And also she is falling for a human boy which she met in her first life in the series, not ever, as well. And this is the finale. I'm pretty sure this is it now. Yeah, the finale for the Mercy series. So I finally got all these and I can finish them. And the next few books, again, went on this thing of I have to start finishing series, and I bought them all on Waterstones.com. You do get a little bit of discount for buying them from Waterstones. I bought 4 books, and technically I got one for free if we're going to go for full prices, because I feel like Waterstones has started to let itself down. It used to be really good for 3 for 2, and now I feel like even though it's got the buy one get one half price, there's only like 10 books in the deal together kind of thing, and it's not very good, and I want to finish my series, so I just thought I'm going to buy them online. These 3 series are ones that I've been obsessed with, and I just need to finish them, and I need to know what's going on, and I feel like I'm going to really enjoy it, so it's worth paying all the money for. And the first one is a book where I've only just read the first 2, so I know what's going on, I'm completely up to date, and this is the 3rd and final one in the trilogy. I think they're all trilogies, yep, they're all trilogies I've got here. And it is Veronica Rossi, Into the Still Blue, which is the conclusion to Under the Nose Sky and Through the Evernight, and I love this series so much. I just finished reading Through the Evernight, which kind of triggered me to buy these books, basically, because I was like, I need to read Into the Still Blue. I need to know. I absolutely adore the first 2 books. 5 stars for both of them, and the second one made me rage so much that I couldn't sleep. But it was a good thing, because I needed to know what happened, and I needed to continue reading, and I really loved/hated the characters in the right way. Veronica Rossi knows how to build a story, and I just hope that the finale doesn't disappoint. I'm absolutely in love. As I mentioned in my favourite characters video, Perry is the man. I love him still. Hopefully in the 3rd book I'll love him even more. And this is basically about a dystopian society where the sky has been taken over by this strange chemical reaction called ether, I think is how you pronounce it, ether. And it basically destroys everything when it storms down. So the people are divided. The ones who were lucky enough to get into the lottery and win it got to go into the safety pods, which became the dwellers, and the ones who were unfortunate and had to stay behind are the outsiders, and they've had to basically start from scratch all over again. They have no technology, and they're kind of seen as like savage cavemen types, and they live in tribes. And Perry is an outsider, and Aria, she is a dweller, and of course the worlds collide, and they need each other to help each other's societies out from this disastrous world. I won't give too much more away, but absolutely brilliant series. I recommend starting this. Then the next one I bought is again another book that I read a couple of years ago, and now I'm reading the second one, which I've had a while and just not got around to picking up. And then I thought I'm going to buy the last one and finish the trilogy, because the first book I fell in love with. It's another character that I think I mentioned in my favourite characters video, which is Waverly, which is from Amy Kathleen Ryan's Sky Chaser series. This is Flame, this is the final one. The first one's called Glow, the second one is called Spark. Like I say, I'm currently reading Spark, I'm nearly finished with it. Had to get the last one because, again, it's another series I've absolutely fallen in love with. It's another dystopian. I seem to be getting into dystopians a lot recently. And Flame is the conclusion to a series where humanity has had to leave Earth, and again people had to like win their ways onto 2 spaceships which were going to take people to the safety of a new Earth, one that's not dying and one where humanity can start all over again. Of course, the 2 ships end up falling out, and they collide big time, which ends up leaving all the children on the ship that is based in the story to basically fend for themselves, and they have to run their own ship. And this is just the struggles of the children and them trying to get their parents back, which have been taken from them by the other ship, and a lot of them got killed, but they still want the adults back that they can get. And it follows 3 characters. Waverly, which is our main female, she is a very strong character. She's very opinionated, and she is determined to do what she can to save the kids. And then we follow Kieran, who is a Christian boy on a non-religious ship, and the other ship was actually the religious one, yet his family got put onto this one. And he sees himself as a leader to the kids. He's the oldest boy, along with Seth, who is our other character we follow, and he is the bad boy, and it's basically that the two boys are rivals to each other, and you hear all three points of view and how they're all sucked into each other's stories and how they want to help. They all want to help the kids, but they're all doing it completely different ways. Brilliant series. And then the last two books are from the same series, and again it's another series that I think I may have mentioned in my favourite characters as honourable mentions, and it was also my book of last year, which was Ashes by Ilse J. Bick. So I have the next two, which are Shadows and Monsters, and I'm pretty sure that I mentioned Alex as an honourable character because she again is a very strong woman. Well, she's 15 I think, and she is determined again to save the people around her. And in this series it's another dystopian, and basically a huge electromagnetic wave hit the earth and it changed people. It either killed them instantly, gave them heightened senses, or changed them into like bloodthirsty zombie-ish cannibals who basically live on animal instincts. And Alex, of course, is a survivor, and she has heightened senses, and she meets a little girl called Ellie and a boy called Tom, and all three of them are trying to get to somewhere that is safe because they've heard of these places that are safe havens. They've managed to lock all the savage-like people away, and they just want to save each other and get out of a horrible situation and see if there's anyone else that is normal along the way that they can also help out. So I read the first one and it ended on a major cliffhanger, and I could not wait to get these two. And I've been looking in shops because I was like, I'll see if I can get them and like actually just pick them up and get them. And it seems that whichever bookshop I go in, they either have none of them or just one of them, which is, this is the last one, isn't it, Monsters. So it doesn't have Shadows, which is the one that I need obviously to continue, so I've not bothered buying it. And then I just thought, well, I'm going to do an online order, I may as well get these two online. And they came really quickly actually. I ordered them on a Thursday and they arrived on the Saturday. So Waterstones, well done, really good. I think that's the best you've ever been, so you've obviously improved because it's been a while since I've ordered from you. That was my book haul. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I've inspired you to read some of these series. Thank you, bye.